Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Welcome to Chicago, where the fire serve cold, with the Wolves and the Hawks never shiver in the snow. The Bulls keep it running, the Sox run the South, the Cubs run the North, but the Bears run the house. True Chicago sports fans got their ears to the street. Any team make a move and they never skip a beat. And in this house, this is where we be. Welcome to the show with E-Rock and Big-Z.
Welcome to Chicago. Coming from the True Chicago Sports Fan Cave, this is the TCSF podcast with E-Rock and Big-Z. Once again, we got Stevie B filling in the big shoes.
I want a repeat.
Episode,
be back.
Yeah, good to have you back. Episode 149 is brought to you by 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, and Great Clothing Company. Don't forget to go to greatclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirts. Search for keyword True Chicago and use our promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off your entire order. That is TrueFan15. Go and get your official TCSF shirts now. Go get them.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, go get them. Like, you got to get one.
I know I do.
You got a job, buy one.
Yeah, I got a job. You need to tell me the guy's contact and
No, I just gave you all the information, just like I give our audience the information.
No, I know, 15% off.
Yeah.
But I want to get my own code.
Oh, boy. All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show. If it's your first time, or if you're a first timer or a long timer, please remember to hit that subscribe button.
Smash!
That's right. And get the notify button. Go and get us. Go ahead and give us a 5-star review on your listening app of choice. You can find us on Facebook at True Chicago Fans. You can find us on Twitter at True Chi Fans and on IG at True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget, you can support the show with a monthly subscription at anchor.fm/True Chicago Sports Fans. Go on over there and click support, and you can subscribe for as low as 99 cents ka-ching a month.
That's right. Some of you guys spend more than that on your vodka.
Yeah, I spend $18 on my vodka like every other day. Do you like the show?
I do.
Are you a fan?
Hell yeah.
Well, tell your friends, and then they'll tell their friends, and we could all be best friends. If you enjoy the content, if we make you laugh or cry or yell or just think, please share it with others, and they'll like it as well. So, Z, how was your week, man?
It was a jam-packed week, man. This is nice being on vacation. Don't have to wake up early.
I know.
It's fucking awesome, man. Let's see. Let's start off with the bowling really quick. I upset the bowling gods and bowled a 145, 146, 107.
I think if you average this out, I think I had a better average this week than you.
Probably.
So
I literally, on the last game, I just didn't care. I just chucked it. We already lost the series. I'm like, I don't care. And I keep my handicap up.
The way you were playing is like how the White Sox give,
Whoa. We just beat the Red Sox, sir. And we'll get to that in a second.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we're going to talk about it. Let's see what else I do. I went over to the batting cage, went over the Stellas this past week, got some swings in. So I'm finally getting over the soreness.
I was going to say, how do you feel today?
Today I feel good. I mean, my shoulder's still a little sore. It bothered me sleeping. But other than that, I mean, I kind of missed it. It's a great workout. Mm-hmm. It's all abs and core, so it's a great workout. And I showed you one of the videos, and in my second attempt, the first one was pretty bad. My timing was off. But in the second attempt, I was hitting them over, nice, smooth swing. Got my groove back, and it was great until I tried baseball.
Yeah, you were doing softballs.
I was doing softball. Yeah. I was doing softball. I'm a softball player. I'm old. There's no more baseball. Let's just say I watched a lot of balls go by me.
I mean, hey, what was it going, 80?
67.
Oh, yeah.
67. That feels like 80 or 100 to me after hitting some softballs. So
now, were you like scared?
No, I wasn't scared. No, I wasn't scared at all. It's just this particular batting cage style it's an older batting cage. So the baseballs there used to be yellow rubber balls. Mm-hmm. They've been used so badly that they're like brown or almost black.
Wow.
And
it's hard to see it then.
Yeah, and it's already dark in there, and it's like I can't see this shit. I mean, this is hard. I mean,
did you bring a bat, or do they provide you with
You know what? I cannot, and I am gonna look again, but I cannot find my my softball bag, my 16-inch softball bat, and it's always in my baseball bag. And for some reason, I couldn't find it. But I did bring. I used to coach softball, so I had a lot of.
Eddie has it.
I had a bag once. I brought one of those, and it was, it's one of those that you let the kids use. I wouldn't let them use my bat because my bat was like $300. So yeah, but I used that bat.
Nice.
It doesn't matter. I didn't damage it because I didn't hit any damn baseballs. And then after that, I was letting me go calm my nerves, and I went over to the shooting range.
Oh yeah, that definitely calms your nerves.
Oh, 100%. It was a great time shooting. It's been a couple years, and it was nice. Fire marshal came over and was like, hey.
I don't trust you with a gun.
Why?
Because remember what happened last time?
One time, bro. One time. We're not even talking about that. The fire marshal's like, hey, you're doing pretty good there. How about you shoot left-handed? I was like, bet. I'll do that next time. Sure enough.
Show off.
Yeah. I hit center mass 4 out of 5 shots, and he's like, okay, all right, cool. He's like, you got to keep with your being ambidextrous if you're shooting, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Right.
He's like, he trains people. So I'm like, I'm gonna take your word. Like, all right, cool. I'll start shooting left-handed, shoot right-handed. And
Well, next time I want to go with.
all right, sounds good. I mean, ammo did drop down. I think it was like at $48 a box. Now it's down at $24.
Yeah, when I go to the Burbs, I usually buy one and they're like 24.
Yeah, it's dropped a lot.
So
Dropped a lot.
I have like 8 cases.
Oh.
Boxes. 8 boxes.
Of range?
Yeah, no, 22s. There's ones that I have one clip that it's for emergency use only.
Gotcha. Understood.
It's hollow.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Maybe you shouldn't say that out loud, but all right. Moving on.
No, we're in Chicago. I'm just kidding. No, everything's fine. Everything's safe here.
I bet it is. All right, what else did I do? I went over to support one of my friends. He had a real estate get-together at Brew Yards. Have you been there?
I have not.
It is awesome. It's a nice big, community tables and whatever inside, and they have
right, I saw your posts.
Yeah, they have 4 breweries there, and I literally just stayed at Casa Humilde. I drank all their beers; they were great, and it was free.
Yeah, I mean that's the best kind.
Yes, and he's like, "Here's a card." I was like, "You done fucked up. Giving me a card, I can spend all I want on it." Yeah, I did pretty good there. They had food there; it was really good too. The chicken tenders were good. The barbecue was it pulled pork or was it steak? I can't remember. On the fries, they had fried pickles. I'm not into that. Whatever, whatever.
Yeah, I mean they're good. I like them.
They had smoked wings, which are great. I think the restaurant in it is called Lily Q's.
Oh, I've been there.
Okay, so that's the restaurant that's cooking the food. So
nice.
it's going to be great. But a great time. So we're looking to, I'll shout out Hirsch. He gave me the invite, and
that's nice of him.
Yeah, it was very nice.
He didn't have to do that.
He did it. He did it. So I got to eat for free and drink free. Thanks, Hirsch. And then lastly, today is Monday, so we did yesterday. We went to the White Sox game. Me and Stevie B went over to the White Sox game, and he got to see what a real ballpark looks like. And
yeah, totally.
Totally, yeah.
An empty one too.
It was not empty.
In my mind, it was.
Yeah, of course it is. Just like your mind, it is empty. And the White Sox did come up with the victory.
God damn it.
That's right.
I lost twice yesterday.
Yeah, you did.
But I'll talk about. Well, no, we can talk about it here.
Talk about it here, yeah.
But yeah, I lost twice. The Cubs lost to the Cardinals, so they split that series, and the Red Sox lost to the White Sox
and lost the series.
So, God, I heard twice.
Yeah, Lou Bob hit 2 home runs. It was nice.
Justin Turner, if you're listening to this, man, what happened, bro?
Well, he left the Dodgers. That's what happened.
Well, as you're wearing your Dodger stuff right now.
Yes, so. I am.
But not only did I have a heartbreak time and my heart was hurting, I got some sunburn on my forearms.
I'm like, I thought I was the whitest guy in our group. You are the whitest guy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know me and you don't know on the weekend, parties start at night. During the day, I'm inside an office. And then during the weekend, I'm going to go out during the day. And then at night, Steven comes out to play.
Yeah, you are a vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're nice and red.
Yeah,
I got a little redness in the elbow, in the elbow area.
It'll turn brown. I'm not worried.
Okay.
I bet you.
You're not gonna peel. No.
I won't peel.
No.
I used to go tanning 3 times out of the week.
You were GTL.
Mm-hmm. That's where Stevie B comes from. With that Moco de Gorilla.
Oh no!
Gel
No! Don't do it! Don't do it!
They call me an hijo.
Oh, no.
Instead of a Guido, they call me an hijo.
All right, man. What else did you do this week?
Oh, man. Let me take you back to last week. So, Jose and he's been coming to my apartment, and it's not the
Watch how you phrase that, sir.
Yeah. Anyway, so when he does the intro, it's like TCF, like home base. I'm like, motherfucker, no, you're not. But anyway, so we do that. So he was here with recording here. Tuesday, I went to go see The Flash with Sean and Matt.
Did you not say you were not going to see this movie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to go see it. But when IMAX tickets were half off from $30 to $15, I'm like, okay, I'll go see it. Plus, I wanted to go to Own an Engine, which they have.
It's still open?
Oh, yeah. Dude.
It always looks closed.
No, they're open. Tuesday, they have the best burger special.
What is it?
It's a burger with caramelized onions. They cook it the way you want it.
Okay.
And they give you a beer on tap, and they give you a shot of whiskey, and that's comped. So you just pay for the burger.
So burger and a Chicago handshake.
Right.
For how much?
$18.
How big is the burger?
It's pretty big. I can only eat half of it.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
And the fries are good. They come with a dill sauce and then a pickle.
You know how you love your pickles.
I do. Nice. Juicy and long. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, I went to go to see Fall Out Boy. I was at Wrigley. And it was a great show. I loved it.
Where'd you guys sit?
We sat like in the 400 section, but row 1. So it was a good time. I enjoyed myself. I drank responsibly. As
everybody does at Wrigley.
I had to ride my bicycle back to my car. So either way, if I was buzzed, I would have sweated it out anyway.
There you go.
The bike ride. But that was Tuesday. So I came back. It ended at almost 11.
Oh,
By the time I had to take, I walked back to my car. I had Sean and Angie with me, and I couldn't let them get on a bike.
Oh, they weren't on the bike, on the front and back pegs?
No, because they were not functional.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
I don't even think Sean listens to our show, though.
I don't know. Spilled drinks, having fun. They enjoyed themselves. So I had to drive back, got here, and then Thursday was bowling. So I tapped 138 to 130, and then the last game was 179.
Yeah, you get good comeback. I told you that.
Yeah, and then Friday was the podcast. So by the end of the week, man, Saturday, by Friday, I was like done. I was like going to sleep at like 1 or 2, waking up at like 7, getting ready to go to work, drive to Downers Grove every single day this week, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm dying. But I'm rested. I'm recovered. Saturday I had a nice break, and then Sunday you woke me up to go to the game. You called me.
Yeah, because I was like, this dude's not answering. I thought we were going to the game.
Yeah, we are. But you have to call me. It's like, because if it's text, I won't hear it. Once you called me, I woke up, jumped in the shower, had to wait for my dad, and then we went to the game. We had 2 hot dogs.
Yeah.
We had, 2 beers in there?
No, we had more than that.
Did we?
Yeah, about 4.
I don't remember.
We had about 4. We had 4 inside and I had 4 outside. You had 3 outside.
I had 3. Yeah, 3 outside. Yeah. You had 4.
We drank responsibly. I mean, it was super hot.
And you were just sweating it out.
You were definitely just sweating it out, and we were drinking water outside. With the Rockies, Coors Light.
Right.
And then inside we drank Modelo.
Yeah, and I had some Topo Chicos.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Topo Chicos.
And then you got a bobblehead from a kid that was.
So let me clarify. I didn't punch the little kid. I did not steal it.
And then you threw him in the field.
I'm in danger. No. There was a family of 6 or 8. I didn't count them. And the father had the big duffel bag, and he had 8 of them in there. And I was like, hey, do you want to sell one? And he's like, I don't know. And he asked one of his kids, hey, do you want to sell one? And he's like, how much? I'm like, I'll give you this much. And the kid's like, oh, hell yeah.
$20 to a 6-year-old is a big deal.
And
that's $20 he probably puts in Fortnite. That when I get off.
Oh, it was spent by the time he got home.
Yeah. Oh yeah, probably. Cotton candy
or even if he went back on his Nintendo Switch on the ride home and just spent it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So I think it's a good come up. I haven't opened it out of the box because I'm not sure.
Imagine
if
there's nothing in there.
No, I would be pissed. They got me. But
white family got you.
Yeah. I also picked up a new hat.
Yeah, I took Jose shopping.
You did not buy it, so you didn't take me shopping.
No, you went to the store.
Yeah, we went to the big store, and we shopped around a little bit. It was pretty cool. They had cool stuff in there, and I also bought some pins. I've never bought pins for my hat, but I did buy a long time ago, I bought a Big Chew hat. Big Chew, the bubble gum, and it's purple and green, and it has a little the pin in it. I'm like, man, these pins actually fucking look cool. Now it's a big thing to have a pin in your hat.
Yeah. I don't.
And as soon as I got home, I started getting ads on Instagram about pins in my hat, and I didn't even mention it.
Well, yes, it was connected to your debit card.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I, besides the Jesus is a teammate in the stadium, like on advertisement, and being in the actual White Sox store, I was burning a little bit. I was burning. It's on fire.
Besides your arms?
Yeah, besides my arms. That didn't hurt as much as being in that store, but you were happy. Yeah, you're like a little kid in a candy
sure
store.
was. That's home for me, man. I can be there every day if I could. It's just expensive.
Oh, no, I know. Imagine if you worked there, how much money you'd blow.
None, because if I'm working there, I can't spend any money.
No, you get a discount.
Yeah, probably do.
And you would just spend it there. You could work there and then collect unemployment, but only work a certain amount of hours, so you could still get both.
Yeah, that would be ideal. That would be ideal.
There you go. If you don't get a job for the fall, just start applying now.
Yeah, right. That's right.
So, but other than that, that was my week. But moving on forward. In this episode, we're going to catch up with our Chicago teams in the loop, plus stirring the pot and what you're looking at. But first, the big three with Big Z.
Thanks, Stevie B. I'm Big Z.
And I'm not.
No, you are not. All right, we're going to start off with story number 1. Yeah. So I wasn't going to do a big three with Big Z this week. I really wasn't.
I know.
Because there's not a lot of big stories in sports right now, because everything, like, it's just really just baseball right now. Football's in camp. There's not really big stories. There's one trade in NBA, one trade in the NHL, which we'll get to later. But this story came across the news desk, and I had to report on it. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are going to fight in a cage for charity.
That's going to be the worst thing ever.
Everybody and their mama and their grandma and their great-grand aunt are going to watch this fucking fight, dude.
I'm going to call it right now and say it's going to be, like, these hits are going to look so dumb.
It's going to look like 2 6th grade girls fighting.
Right.
You got George St. Pierre, who's going to corner Elon Musk, and John Bone Jones is going to corner Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. And it's going to be there's going to be a lot of memes. I guarantee you're going to get a lot of memes.
Oh, my God. There's going to be memes left and right.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this, man? Is this good for the sport or bad for the sport?
Oh, totally bad. They're making a joke out of it. Just like the whole slapping thing.
The whole slapping league and whatever? Well, I mean, I think...
I got money on Zuckerberg.
Well, yeah, because he trains.
Well, no, because he seems like he's got some anger pent up in him.
I mean, shit. I just know that he's been messing with jiu-jitsu for a little bit. He's won a couple medals. He took first place in a tournament. So, I mean, he's got some more experience than Elon Musk, who's just a cocky fat fuck.
Yeah, I think Elon needs some surgery on his face, so when he gets kicked a couple times, they'll recenter him.
I think he's trying to go for the Jason look, the Jason mask.
Mm-hmm. I see it, yeah.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, 2 billionaires are figuring out things out in the octagon, and it went to UFC President Dana White, who offered to promote the occasion. Excuse me. Zuckerberg partnered with UFC for Metaverse project with the promotion and shut down the UFC Vegas 61 so he and his family could watch the fights at UFC Apex. This is going to be the biggest fight ever in history of the world, bigger than anything that's ever been done. Dana White told TMZ recently it would break all pay-per-view records.
I mean, there's a chance, but I don't know. Well, also,
I think if you put a nice...
I wonder how much it's going to cost, because it's not going to be free.
No, it's not going to be free. It's probably regular
$80.
Yeah, $89, $100. But you're going to look, what are you going to do for the rest of the fight card? Are you going to put regular fights on there? That's going to be like a big deflating of a balloon if you have like actual fighters, and then your main event is these 2 old white guys.
Well, just put Logan Paul in there.
He's which one?
I don't know, or the younger brother, Zapka, or...
Logan's with WWE.
Yes.
So yeah, he's booked.
Yeah.
So he can't go to UFC right now. Well, maybe Jake Paul, who's been losing his fights.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Jake Paul. I'll put him on there. I think you just got to do a bunch of celebrity fights.
Oh yeah.
You can't have real fights because it's literally going to take the air out of the balloon if you have you know great fighters who have been struggling and trying to make ends meet, and then you have two billionaires fighting.
Yeah.
It's gonna be boring.
I don't think it's gonna be that well.
I think it's gonna be boring. All right, story number 2, and this one is one of our favorite foods. It is a pizza story. Yeah, go ahead and
We have a nice little clip for you guys.
yeah, we do. Go ahead.
It's El Presidente from Barstool.
Yep.
A quick rant here. And before I start, this is a flower hanging down. I'm using a vase as my backdrop, Pinehurst. Anyways, in case you've been a little like cave, everyone sent me this story. Apparently, in New York City, some little liberal arts, Ivy League, pink-haired, crazy liberal who's never worked one day in the real world is on an environmental commission. And they woke up from their little nappy poo, wherever that may be. And they're like, I figured out how to save the world today. We have to get rid of coal oven pizzerias in New York City. We got to stop that. The emissions, I guess, is pollution, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Pizzerias use coal ovens. All the best. All the best. John's of Bleecker, Patsy's, Totano's, you name it. Any pizza place, they're like, oh, this is Manhattan. This is old school. This is what people think about when they think of NYC. They have a coal oven. They've been grandfathered in. They've been there for 100 years minimum, most of them. In this environmental commission, blah-de-da-da person wakes up and wants to ban coal ovens? Are you kidding me? Do you know what's going on in New York? You got rats. You got trash in the city. You got cars, planes, private planes. You got people getting slashed on the subway. You got flash mobs robbing stores. And you're coming for coal oven pizzerias? You think shutting down like 10 to 15 pizza places is going to make a difference? They've been there for 100 years. Now, this ain't going to happen because people unite on something like this. You already have somebody who's already outside like Government Center or whatever they call it in New York throwing pizzas at the workers, being like, you're not taking our pizza. So no, I don't think this is going to happen. It just shows you how stupid some politicians are. You're going to come after pizzerias for global warming? Are you nuts? Now, like I said, there's no way this get passed. But this is sometimes like, hey, Dave, you can't threaten people. Well, this is a threat. I can threaten people. If they come after John's a Bleecker, I will come for their throat, and I will never let go till I squeeze the life out of them. Leave the pizzerias alone. The best ones in the world. Listen, I've never been the biggest New York City guy. They're old school pizzerias. That's the guts of the city. You come for them, I'm coming for your throat. That's a promise. Okay, Mercy.
Oh,
Calabunga, dude.
I mean, what in the right mind? How would you go after pizza?
I don't know. I don't know who hurt them, but I know they probably don't eat gluten. That's a fact.
There you go. That is the root cause of this situation. They're lactose intolerant.
Yeah, like some people I know.
Hey, I'm still fucking having pizza. I'm gonna fuck.
I'll eat pizza every day.
I can eat pizza every day.
I mean, I did last week from the same spot because I didn't pay for it, but yeah.
Do you go? Have you had? When's the last time you had coal oven pizza?
I don't know. It's been a while.
I think I went over to Pete's Pizza over there right across the street from Waveland. I think they have an oven.
Or maybe John's is too.
No, John's is regular. But we got to order John's this week.
Yeah,
because they close at 30th.
Yep.
So we got to support John's. There's a place called Coal Fire on Grand and Ogden right by me. They do the same thing.
Right.
I mean, it tastes great.
Yeah, I don't have an issue. I love it all.
Leave pizza alone.
When you order some, balance it off, get a nice little side salad. You don't want to be too healthy,
Not too healthy. I'll start with a side salad while it cooks. Yeah, why not?
I like the peppers. The green peppers that are in there.
Yeah, why not?
Salad, yeah. And then if I go to Pete's, the actual grocery store, I'll add the mozzarella balls
Whoa.
in there with the salami, pepperoni, the dressing. Yeah.
It's like
good.
fancy. Fancy.
Yeah. Sonic.
All right, so I'm with Dave on this one.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm not one of his biggest fans because he only eats cheese pizza.
Yeah. I mean, I would either switch it up to pepperoni, sausage, and cheese.
Yeah, I gotta put something on it.
Yeah. I mean, I would eat them all. I could eat pizza.
Yeah. Well, stay away from our pizza people. Go support your local pizza spot, whatever it is. Everyone has a local pizza spot, just like everyone has a hot dog spot, and everyone likes different type of pizza. Whether
Right.
it's thin, or it's pan, or it's deep dish, or
Pineapple.
I fuck with pineapple and ham pizza. Hawaiian.
Not so much ham. I don't mind pineapple and sausage.
Yeah. So
Fine to
it's a
me.
meat. It's a meat. Yeah.
Right.
It's a salty and sweet.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, once a year, sure, why not?
And then you have some gelato.
Gelato. Gelato's good stuff. All right, let's move over to story number 3. And Steven, you are not the father.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I'm so glad I'm not.
The results are in. Maury Povich announces an at-home paternity test. He started his own company. This guy.
I mean, hey.
What took him so long?
I know. Well, he was on air, so he had to make money on the show, but I see why he does it now.
Yeah, former daytime talk show host Maury Povich is gearing up for his next adventure, at-home paternity test. So for all you guys that have no pull-out game, here you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Povich, who's retired from his talk show last year, told TMZ that Friday that he's launching a DNA paternity test company called The Results Are In, a nod to the phase that he'd say on Maury before revealing the paternity test. Did you used to watch this show?
Yes, maybe a little bit when I'd come home from school.
Yeah.
Or like if it was on during the day and I, was sick, in quotation marks. Sick.
Yeah, you were sick. Yeah. Povich explained that his business manager approached him with the idea of following the retirement, adding that the kids would go through DNA diagnostics center. Why can't I say that? Diagnostics center.
Diagnostics?
There you go. The same company that ran tests with a 99.9% accuracy rate on Maury for over 2 decades. So it's a legit test.
I would hope so.
I hope so. He's slapping his face on it.
Yeah. Like, they're great. No?
So the test will be sent to the DDC lab, and then within 2 or 3 days, people get their confidential result. That's a quick turnaround.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like right then and there on the spot.
Oh no. We're
Like
not
a COVID test.
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. So yeah, for all you people that have these type of issues
And who don't want to wrap it. Or can't afford plan B. I don't know, plan A I guess is having the kid.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah.
I mean, I would never have to buy one, but I would buy it for you as a gag gift.
So like, oh, that'd be great. A gag gift. We'll send it to somebody we know. So does it tell you are the father? Does it have like this Maury sound
I would
clip?
love for that
Yeah,
to
when
come.
you open the app and shit, like, you are the father.
Or the envelope.
Yeah.
That'd be
It'd be like a visual, like a GIF or something. It opens up and like, you are the father. Oh shit.
Yeah. And then you got 18 years.
18 years, yeah, Kanye.
God, that's gonna suck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Big
Z.
Yeah.
And I'm
that's,
not.
Yeah, and that's been news to me. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride. So do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15
for 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots, so let's kick it back over to Big Z.
Welcome back to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast with Big Z and Stevie B.
Oh, man, you muted my mic.
I muted your mic because I was doing the commercial.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. This is The Loop, our Chicago Sports Roundup, where we keep you in the loop.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
All right, Stevie B, we're going to start off with the White Sox once again this week. Next week, we start with the Cubs if you want.
Yeah, whichever.
Yeah. The White Sox took the series against the Red Sox this past weekend after dropping the previous two. Now they face the Angels tonight for 3 games and then the A's for 4. I mean, I would say they can take 2 out of 3 from the Angels. They lost to the Rockies after scoring 25 runs.
Yeah.
And they lost the series.
Oh, they lost the series?
They lost the series against
wow.
Colorado, against those ugly green uniforms that they had on. But I think they can take, there's 7 games here. I think they can take 5.
That's wishful thinking.
Yeah. At this point, it is wishful thinking for the White Sox, who are hit or miss. It's their feast or famine. It's either the pitching or the hitting. You're looking at Lance Lynn, who just had 25 strikeouts the other night. You had Giolito, another person who had 10 or 12 strikeouts the other day. Berger's hitting the ball out of the ballpark. Lou Bob is hitting the ball.
Spot 6. He's batting 6th in the lineup.
Why?
That's a very good
You know what
question.
that is? What that is that the front office is giving the manager the lineup. That's what that is.
Probably.
All the fucking analytics bullshit. If the kid's hot, put him in a 3 spot, put him in a 4 spot, get him protected by the rest of the guys who are actually hitting. Lou Bob has 20 home runs and 20 doubles.
And don't you think if he was early in the lineup, he'd probably hit, instead of solo home runs, it would be an additional 1 or 2?
Maybe.
You know?
Yeah, Benintendi does get on.
I mean, if you're having home runs and they're always just 1 home run, there's not a 2-run homer.
And that's how we've been losing.
And
We'll
exactly.
have 3 solo home runs, and then we lose 4-3, and it's been a problem.
No one's on base. That's why.
And no one is getting on base, and that's the biggest thing, is that there's no small ball to complement the long ball. So a lot of the issues with the White Sox, and I've been hearing from our friend Mike Rodriguez, is a lot of the veterans are not happy with the front office.
No, I heard that too on 6-7 to score.
So Mike Rodriguez was right on top there with knowing what's going on. I mean, at the end of the day, you have to play and produce for yourself. You are your own brand. You are your own person. You are your own player. And if you want to get moved, and you want to get moved to a good team, to a contender, you've got to produce. No one's going to want you if you're not producing.
Exactly. Then you're back on the streets and you're done.
100%.
And we talked about this yesterday at the game while we're sitting there.
Yeah.
I was bitching because the Red Sox were losing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. Every time I go there,
There
I
we
tell
go.
you.
There we go.
Last year they won. The Red Sox won. And the previous 2 years after that, the White Sox have won. So I'm not going ever again.
Yeah. You'll go again.
Yeah, I probably will.
So look for the Sox to be talk of the MLB with Giolito, with his expiring contract to be dealt. Looking at other veterans maybe dealt, maybe Joe Kelly, maybe Graveman. I don't think TA moves because he has another year.
You never know.
I mean,
it's a year.
I know
could
the
see if it's
Dodgers.
a 3 or 2 years.
I mean, if you can
different.
get a haul for him, yeah, but the Dodgers want him, but they're not willing to give up the farm for him, and that's the issue. And then also, he's not been hitting well with his. He has a shoulder injury. That's why they have him at second base, and I'm like, that's not his. I know he played there in the WBC, but that's not his natural position.
No.
And it's a different look. It's a different throw, and he's made a couple errors playing second, but he does not look like himself. And I don't know if it's the
baby mama drama.
There you go, or it is the actual shoulder. I mean, everybody
Could be both.
It could be both. And you got the Moncada with his back injury now. They're saying it's a lot serious than they thought. at this point, you can legit say that he's a bust.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is definitely a bust for the White Sox. You have to move on. While Berger doesn't provide you the defense that Moncada provides you, he's providing you a pretty big bat. And I'll take the bat over the defense at third base right now.
Yeah, I would too.
You have Vaughn. Yeah, we talked about Vaughn with his not Vaughn Sheets. Yeah, it was Vaughn. Vaughn with his bobblehead. Yeah, that was pretty cool bobblehead.
Yeah, there's probably nothing in your box, but yeah.
Shut up. There's a bunch of rocks and shit.
It says the tombstone of the actual rock from the Raiders of the
big
boulder.
Yeah, the big boulder.
Yeah, big boulder.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the White Sox do make some trades and retool this team while bringing up some of the kids. Like, we haven't heard from Colas at all. There's a bunch of players that are in the minor league system that are not top 100, but I think the team needs a shot in the arm.
Yeah, I think they're going to be sellers.
They are going to be sellers, but it's not going to be a complete burn it to the ground. I think it's going to be a retool. With Giolito, he's pitching well, but I think that send him to a contender because you're not going to pay him top
Let's take him
dollar.
to the north side.
Who are you going to give us for? You're not going to give us your top prospect. I mean, we'll fleece you again.
Yeah, I mean, who has a better record if you want to say fleece?
We're talking about the past trade where we fleeced you. We got Eloy and we got Dylan Cease.
And where are they?
Dylan Cease is a stud.
Okay, I could say that one, yeah.
And Eloy's been hitting this year, and he hasn't been on injured list as much as before. And he's not playing every day in the outfield either.
I mean, I would still consider it a bust for you guys because you're not winning.
Yeah, but you guys didn't win either with Quintana.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, so...
But we have the winning record now.
I
don't have an argument here.
You don't have an argument because Dylan Cease was
against the wall. So.
Cease was second in AL. So
all I know is you guys have been 4-6 in the last 10 games.
Oh, yes, because you have your phone out there. What are the Cubs? They're 7-3.
Actually, we're 8-2, my friend.
Yeah, okay. I was off by a game.
No, I'm just correcting you. It's not
That's
a big
okay.
deal. It's a game, but I mean,
okay.
still, last week we're we're 10-2.
Yeah, you guys, you've been rocking it. But you know who else has been hot in the Central? The fucking Cincinnati Reds, who have been killing. They had a 12-game winning streak, and then it's been snapped by the Atlanta Braves the last 2 games. But
they've been cruising.
That's how they got back in the hunt. And I'm telling you right now, man, everyone's
It's because the player Cruz.
Yeah.
So that's if you guys didn't get I know you got the joke, but I'm just saying it for
De La
the
Cruz.
listeners.
Yeah. There's only 2 players who have hit a cycle and stolen a base.
I think, yeah.
And it's Mike Trout and De La Cruz.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they're 8-2. Same thing with the Cubs for this last 10 games. But, the Reds are 41-37. So
both Centrals suck. Let's be honest. Both Centrals suck.
That's true.
So when you guys play a good team, you guys have actually been doing okay. Mm-hmm. You guys have been taking a couple series from the good teams. As for the White Sox, it's always a toss-up. You don't know which team is going to show up. So
right.
I don't know
exactly why the Red Sox lost.
Yeah. Well, we showed up on Sunday. Yeah. We showed up on Sunday to take the series. I don't know what's going on with the White Sox. I don't know if it's a managerial thing. I don't know if it's the player thing where a bunch of these young players get in their bag early. What I mean is they got paid super early, and they think they can just take a week off or a day off or whatever. But I don't think the team is meshing. I don't think the team is cohesive. I think that there's separate policies, not policies, but outlooks of how to approach the game. You have a bunch of long ball hitters, and no one's playing small ball when you should be playing small ball because you can't hit home runs all the time.
Right.
You look at your pitching staff that's been up and down. Joe Kelly, every time I dog the shit out of him, he pitches well, and then he fucking blows a save.
I think he hears you.
I hope he does. I hope he does. El Mariachi, Where you at, bro? Where you at?
Hey, man.
I mean, I can't hit off him, but...
Well, I get it. Yeah, I couldn't do it either.
So, we look for the White Sox to do a more of a retool than a fire sale. What I am looking forward to is Luis Robert Jr. to be making it to the All-Star game. And probably Jake Berger makes it to the Home Run Derby.
That'd be pretty cool. I think that'd be pretty cool to see.
And I think maybe Giolito or Cease can make it into... or Diekman, one of the pitchers, make it to the All-Star game. I think we have 2 All-Stars and maybe 1 home run participant.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to the Cubs.
Yeah, let's go to the winning side for at least the last 2 weeks.
You're not third place. You're that fucking meme. You get the champagne all the way in last place.
All right, that's the same thing you guys.
I'm not saying we're good.
I'm saying we're getting where we need to go.
You're playing pretty well. The problem,
Right. Yeah, we're playing good ball.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And you're not
I'm not saying we're going to win the World
And
Series.
you're not
I'm
going to
just-
sign Stroman, which is going to be a fucking pity.
I'd be pissed if we don't, because we don't have even an ace. Besides, I wouldn't even consider Hendricks an ace.
No, Stroman is your ace. Hendricks
Yeah.
your 5 starter, and even then, he should be traded.
I don't think so. I mean,
Why? It's the last year of his contract.
No, I understand that, but I mean, if you want to go up and you want to be a contender again in the World Series, like, why wouldn't you have him?
Send them.
And get what? More rookies?
Yeah.
And
Build
then,
up your farm system. You never know. It's hit or miss with these rookies. You know that.
no, I know that, but I feel like it's more misses than there is.
A la you, Darvish.
Yeah.
Bunch of 15, 16, 17-year-olds that you traded for.
Yeah. But, the Cubs, they swept the Pirates, and the Pirates were in first place at some time, and then they just tanked. So we've swept them twice. And I think I made a prediction that we'd take 2 out of 3, and the Cubs actually won all 3.
Yep.
With the London game, I said that we'd probably split the series, and we did split the series.
There you go.
So I felt pretty good. Ian Happ on Saturday, I was
2
able
home
to,
runs.
2 home runs, looked great. I watched the game here, and I was just like, man, it's good to watch Cub baseball on Fox.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it nice to watch your own team on TV?
Yeah, speaking of that, though, with that, Marquee direct-to-consumer streaming app planned for late July.
You know why? Because their numbers are down because people can't watch at home.
No. And then also, if you think of the people like my parents,
Yeah.
my mom, I've told you on this podcast many times, my mom's a diehard Cub fan.
And she can't watch a game.
No. She's like, I'm not going to pay for this.
Extra. Right.
Extra. And then it's like Comcast Xfinity that's already expensive as enough. She was paying like $268.
Ouch.
And it's because like she has a TV in her room, my dad's room, the living room, the basement, my old bedroom that's like a spare bedroom now. Nothing of my memory is in there besides my photo and a rosary over it like I died. But bit by bit, we're getting closer when the Chicago Cubs and the Marquee finally launched their own streaming app, which is like, god damn, another thing I have to fucking subscribe to. I gotta cut something. Nah, I don't know what I'm gonna cut, but I'm gonna cut something. As in, like, my streaming plan, not myself. But
okay, good.
Yeah. As of last year, we knew it was coming. Eventually, as of spring, we knew it was probably coming sometime this season. And as of the London trip, we know it's coming in late June because Tom Ricketts has talked about it. And he brought it up when they were interviewing him. And a tweet came out from 6M The Score. The Cubs plan to launch a standalone streaming service for their games on the Marquee Sports Network sometime in July after the All-Star break, President of Business Operations Crane Kenny said. So I'm excited for that. I want to know how much it is. I mean, if that's the only thing you're going to have on there, it can't be that expensive.
Yeah, there's a way to watch stuff for free, and I'll tell you off air.
It's called TikTok.
Sure, we'll go with that.
That's how I saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the new one. Because someone was playing Fortnite, and the top picture was that.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, I hate that that's the way, and I'm debating if I should even get the streaming service. But I do miss watching them. As the last 2-3 years, I've been watching more White Sox baseball and laughing and having a good time.
It's okay. I'm gonna hit the 65 wins. You already know that.
No, you're not.
They can play with nothing but replacement players and still hit 65 wins.
I don't think so, but it's pretty close. I'm not saying it's like way off, but it's close. The Cubs are 3 out from first place from the Reds. Surprisingly, they're 41-37. Brewers are playing the Mets right now. I don't know if they're winning or losing, but if the Brewers lose, that makes it a little bit easier for us to get to at least second.
Who you play next?
The Phillies, unfortunately.
A buzzsaw.
And the Phillies are hot right now. I think they took 2 out of 3 with the Mets this weekend. I know a lot of people in New York who are Met fans, and they're just going nuts.
Well, when you spend $1 billion
right
on the team and the product on the field, and it cannot produce. I think I saw a graphic where it showed all the first place teams at MLB. And I think the highest payroll on one of those teams was 8th. and the lowest was like 24th or 26th.
Right.
Probably a Tampa Bay or somebody like that. That's
Right.
super
No,
low.
the Mets spent so much money, and then all these Met fans are like screaming at the TV because they're pissed.
Well, that tells you can't do that anymore. You
You
cannot
can't buy a team.
You can't buy a championship anymore.
Right. Like the Dodgers
Not
are
in
like
baseball.
the last one to do. I'm just kidding.
No, they do a lot of homegrown. I think the Yankees were probably in the late 90s and early 2000s were the teams that would buy
CC
championship.
Sabathia, you have Teixeira, you have
Yeah,
Jeff
you would
Jeter,
buy
you have Aaron Rod.
everybody's all-star, right? You would buy everybody's all-star.
Yeah,
so.
pretty much. So we have the Phillies tomorrow at 7:05 for 3 games, and then we have the Cleveland Guardians, I should say, and then the Brewers. So, and then after that, it's the Yankees, and then Red Sox here at Wrigley. So,
Oh, that'd be a good game to go to.
I'll probably be around Wrigley. I don't know if I'm gonna go inside, but I'm always torn when the Red Sox play the Cubs.
Why?
Well, because I have a connection with the Red Sox in a World Series way, and with the Cubs, I love them. They're the boys in blue.
I get it.
But with this Philly series, I think we could take 2 out of 3. But the way Kyle Schwarberg's been hitting these home runs lately, he's top for home runs he's in the top for the home runs for this season in the NL. And I wish we would have kept him.
That was definitely a mistake of not signing for cheap
I
and
would
then
have kept
extended him.
I would have kept him over Contreras.
Contreras used to manage your pitching staff and knew the pitching staff because he came up with a lot of them. That's the big difference, and that's probably why he's struggling right now. Is that he doesn't know he doesn't know the pitching staff and their nuances because they're used to Yadi Molina. So that's a big issue down there. So I don't think that I don't think that one or the other would have made a difference.
Right. I don't know. I like Kyle, but again, I would choose Kyle over, Contreras, but that's just me. So if we take 2 out of 3, that'd be great. I see us just winning maybe 1, to be honest.
So if they're playing, who are you cheering for?
For the Red Sox and the Cubs,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go Cubs, man.
I hope so.
I'm going to go Cubs.
I hope so. Like the Dodgers play my White Sox. I'm still cheering for my White Sox.
Yeah.
And then if the Dodgers win, I still win.
Right. Yeah. No, same here. If Justin Turner hits 2 home runs in that whole series, I'm going to be pretty pissed.
Oh, yeah, the Cub killer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
That's
Cub
what he
killer.
wants to call himself. I'm like, why can't you be a White Sox killer now? Jeez, do something for me. I don't like him, but I respect him. So there's a difference. But with the Guardians, I want to be like, I hope the Guardians win to increase the chances for the White Sox to be anywhere near 3rd, 2nd, or 1st. But at this point, I want the Cubs to win. So that one, I think 2 out of 3. I want to say that one's an upset. That they get sneaked by and win 2 out of 3.
We'll see.
With the Brewers, I think it's a 1, 2, 3. That's a 4-game. That's a 4-game sweep.
Is that at home or Cubs North?
No, they're going to Wrigley North.
Wrigley North, yeah.
So
good game to go to as well.
No, it is.
The only thing is they have no AC, which sucks.
Do they really?
No AC in that dome.
Huh. I never noticed. Actually, no, I have noticed.
I've been there during the Cubs. No, sorry, not Cubs. White Sox Brewers, and it was like in the summer. It was like 95 degrees outside, and they had the dome open, and it was just unbearable.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like that's a newer stadium too.
Yeah.
Within the last decade.
Yeah.
Or the past 2 decades. I think it was in 2000. But still,
I don't know.
Yeah.
AmFam Field sucks.
Yeah, and then after that, we got the Yankees and Red Sox.
The Yankees have been struggling.
That is true.
So as long as they don't have Judge back, you're okay.
And we're going to New York. It's not at home.
Yeah.
So it's going to be nice to see Anthony Rizzo. First time he has to play the Cubs.
Yeah, with this hip thrust.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, it's sexy. Then we got the Red Sox and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the next couple weeks are going to be rough. I don't know if I'm going to be so happy in the next couple weeks, but we shall see.
Yeah.
If anything, in the next couple weeks, and it's in July, I might just have the app. So I'll keep you posting on that one.
Sounds good. Sounds good. That's it for the Cubs?
That's it.
Awesome. Let's switch over to the Chicago Bulls because we just had the 2023 NBA draft and they had no picks because of the Vucevic trade. and other dumb moves that they made. So they didn't have a single pick, and they came up with 2 players who might be able to help the squad next season. Who knows? After picking up defensive specialist Julian Phillips with the 35th pick, the team went on to sign UConn star Adama Sangono on a 2-way deal. The former Husky was an integral piece of the Dan Hurley's UConn squad that won it all earlier this year. He averaged 17.4 points, 7 boards, and 1.3 assists in his final season in the NCAA. Made 60% of his attempts. Aside from the NCAA men's basketball title, Sangano was deemed NCAA's Final Four most outstanding player. So they did pick up some talent. He's 6'9", 240 pounds, so he's a big boy. He'll probably be playing power forward, right behind
Patrick Williams.
Who is going to be trade bait.
Yeah, he will. I think it was a poor move. He didn't, he looked good the opening season, then he got hurt, and then after that.
The problem with Chicago, they don't develop their damn players. That's the problem.
Throw him at Windy City Bulls.
Oh, so he can dominate?
Yeah, sure.
Get his confidence back up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like you going against all kindergartners.
You're silly. I think this is, a start. But really we do need a point guard. We need a point guard that can play 2 ways. Right? Everyone's like, oh my God, Derrick Rose is a free agent. Oh, we should pick him up. Yeah, the nostalgic effect is there that he can finish his career with Chicago, but he's not the player that we grew up watching.
No, he's not explosive. He's an old man.
He didn't even play in the playoffs
for the Knicks.
Yep. And he's supposed to be this good player. Like, why are we signing injured players left and right?
It's a White Sox thing. Jerry Reinsdorf.
No, his son runs the Bulls.
Still in the same blood.
Yeah,
still family.
Yeah.
The apple can't fall far from the tree.
Yeah, but we have new administration, right? We all trusted with Acme, right? A.K. Eversley and A.K. and Eversley or Mark Eversley. It's hard to judge them so far of what they've done in the last couple of years because I don't see a sense of direction. They have the Vooch thing that they were trying to re-sign him over the season. Then they're like, oh, no, we're not going to re-sign him. Now they're talking again. And the clock is ticking because on the 30th, everyone becomes a free agent. And then you went pay premium to re-sign him. So you're looking at that. You got Derrick Jones Jr., who said he wanted to come back, opted out. He declined his $3.3 million player option and became an unrestricted free agent. Drummond, who said he wants to be the backup for Vooch, same thing. We have to figure out when and if he's going to come back. So then you don't have a big man. You don't have. You might not have 2 big men. If and the thing is, you're gonna have to pay him because there was a backup center. I think from Utah. They got like 22. No, you got 12 million or 12 or 15 million per year for a backup. So you're gonna have to pay Vooch a lot more because he can do a lot more than every other center as a backup. He can shoot the 3, not consistent.
But his defense is not that great.
Look, the entire team doesn't have defense besides Alex Caruso and Lonzo Ball, who hasn't played in 2 years.
Right.
Those are your 2 defensive specialists, and they and I get it. Caruso's a great player, but he cannot play every day, every minute because he's getting older. There's a lot of trade speculation that they might trade Caruso. They might trade Zach LaVine. They're taking calls on Zach LaVine, like, hey, how much can we get from him?
You just gave him the max. That's the issue,
right?
And what team is going to take the max?
Right. So you have to give up another first round draft pick, going along with whatever trade package you're giving him up.
Right.
Because right now what they're looking at is trading Lonzo Ball, which would be dead money, $22 million, right? Because he's not going to play. Trade him maybe to Charlotte.
Play with his brother.
And, trade a first round draft pick in 2028 or 2030 or whatever the fuck it is. And we pick up somebody, So there's a lot of trade speculation with the Bulls, a lot of uncertainty with the Bulls. And it's sad because it's like every Chicago team, besides the Bears, is in dismay.
Well, let's not get carried away with the Cubs.
Do you see a direction with the Cubs?
Yeah.
What direction is that? Because it's mediocrity.
Well, they're not going to sign great pitching, but again,
that's the whole point. You can't win without great pitching,
which is the issue, and that's why if they don't get Stroman, that's going to be an issue.
But you
then it's
still
like-
need 4 other dudes.
Right,
I mean,
understand that.
Was it Justin Steele's pitching his ass off too?
He did really well. And
he
he won
just-
the game
right.
against the Cardinals. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, there's some direction there. I wouldn't say they're completely lost.
I just don't feel there's direction with the White Sox. I don't feel because the White Sox rebuild it's over. It's here. All the kids are up, so they're not
Right.
producing. So at this point, it's like either put up or shut up. Now they can't do it. Now you got to tear it down or retool. Now with the Bulls, it's like okay, you have
Talent.
Zach Levine's great.
All-star. Vooch, all-star.
Yeah, DeRozan.
Caruso, great defense.
Yeah, DeRozan.
Great player. So I don't know what the issue is, but again, 2 years ago, the Bulls couldn't beat any good teams, but they would beat the shitty teams. And then last season, the Bulls would beat the good teams and lose to the shitty teams. And it's like there's no consistency there. And again, if they run it back, what's going to be the difference?
They are going to run it back.
Right,
They
but-
are going to run it
right,
back.
yeah.
And there's not going to be any difference because I think other teams are going to get better. And I don't think the Bulls are getting any better.
No, they're not. They're going to run it back, and it's going to be same mediocre. You're going there just to get the actual special novelty items that you love to get.
The other thing that the other thing that they were talking about is a sign and trade with Toronto. You would give up a first round draft pick, a second round draft pick, Patrick Williams, and you give and we're giving up Lonzo. No, sorry, it was Lonzo Ball, not Patrick Williams, and Lonzo Ball, and we get Fred VanVleet in a sign and trade.
That's a lot to give up.
2 picks and dead money for Fred VanVleet, who could be a great point guard. But then, what is your other option? Are you going to re-sign Patrick Beverly?
I don't want to.
Why? It's too much for an old guy.
I mean, how much is he asking?
He's asking for more than $15 million, which is what he was making, or some shit like that. Remember, we got him for prorated. We didn't pay his full salary.
Right. I don't know. If I had to choose between him or Derrick Rose, what would you choose?
Patrick Beverly, because he plays both sides of the court.
Right.
Derrick Rose has never been a defensive specialist, and he can't play 30 minutes a game.
Right.
Well, Patrick Beverly can.
That's where I would agree with you. I think if D Rose comes back, he's only going to make.
He's a bench player. He's a novelty. He'll play at the end of the game. I don't think he's going to be incorporated into the offense.
No. And Pat, I mean, he's a great defensive player, which I think that's mostly his thing.
Right, and he's an agitator.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't see him as an offensive scorer. I mean, he might get 6 points.
No, he can score. He can score, but he knows that's not his role.
Right.
You've got 3 other guys that are supposed to score 20 points, 25 points a night.
Yeah, Vooch. You have Vooch, DeRozan, and
Don't get me started on Vooch because they don't use him correctly.
No, they don't. Because he could score 30 points a night if he wanted to.
He should be scoring 25 points every single night. He should be a double-double machine, 25 and 10, and then everyone else should feed off of him. The ball and the offense has to go through Vooch, and they do it for the first quarter, and then forget about Vooch, and then they try to do it in like the third or fourth quarter for a little
when
bit.
they're losing.
Right. And at that point, it doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
And then they start chucking up fucking threes. And it's like, no, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Other players that the Bulls are connected to as targets for free agent is Seth Curry, Bruce Brown, Gabe Vincent, Max Strauss, and Grant Williams. So 1, 2, 3 forwards and 2 point guards.
Yeah. And if I'm wrong, they're mostly small.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, Seth Curry is a better 3-point shooter than most of the guys on our team.
True.
So is Max Strauss. I've seen what he did with Miami, but he was hurt, I believe. Was he hurt?
I think.
I'm not sure if he was hurt, but he can light it up. He can hit 5 threes in a row. He's one of those streaky shooters. But the Bulls like defense. The Bulls like size. The Bulls like defensive presence.
I mean, if you want to go back to running through the center, the last time they did that was Joakim Noah.
And look how good that offense ran with a defensive coach.
Right. Exactly. So you know what you could do with someone who's a center that could run through the actual
The Bulls have
the
more.
show.
Yeah, the Bulls have more questions, especially with Cody White.
Right.
Kobe White. Sorry, excuse me. As a restricted free agent this summer, he's out there. If they offer him money, the Bulls can match and keep him. Now, do they keep him?
No.
Why not?
I know they're going to keep him. Do I want him on the team? No.
Why not? He's improved every year.
Yeah, but sign him and trade him. I don't know.
You don't have any depth on this team. You have to keep him. That's the problem with the Bulls. They put them in a situation where they didn't have any draft picks. Their pick went over to
Magic
or the Orlando Magic, right? So now you've got nothing. You've got to run it back with this team. The only thing I think you really need is a point guard that plays on both sides of the court, offense and defense, because Lonzo Ball was supposed to be that guy. And when Lonzo was there, he ran the offense to a T, and everybody fell into a role. Now everyone's not in a role. And again, I said it before, the Bulls don't develop any players. Larry Markkinen, look what he's doing. He's an all-star with Utah. Same thing's happening with Patrick Williams.
I never was a fan of Laurie. And then he gets really good, and I'm like, I have to bite my tongue. Which is true. And you know what? Then what's the point of like the Windy City Bulls? Honestly, I don't know what it is then.
What do you mean? What was the point of it?
Like, you have minor leagues, you have AA, AAA with baseball.
Right.
So what's the point of Windy City Bulls?
Well, you have your rookies, and
you're not going to have the rookie that you draft over there and call him up when you need him.
You mean Simonovic or whatever his name is?
No, I'm just saying in general, like in baseball, when you draft someone, they go to the minor A or AA, and then eventually they get called up.
But they did that with Dalen Terry. They brought him up and put him down, brought him up and put him down over and over.
Right.
They did that with him. Just there wasn't enough playing time for him. I think keeping him there lets him develop and work on his game. But at the same time, it's like there's a log jam at point guard. So he doesn't get in until like it's a blowout on either side.
Right.
So Again, you have Kobe White, you got Alex Caruso, you got Zach
No,
Levine.
I know. They're going to probably run it back and then pay more money for these guys to get them back. Which,
yeah, and it's going to be another 500 team again.
Yeah. I would hope the season tickets go down.
They're not.
I would hope so.
They're not.
They should.
Yeah, but they won't. The Bulls are the highest attendance team.
Damn. All right,
man. I'm going to give this one to you. You can have the Blackhawks, Eric, since you are a puckhead.
I am. I do love the Blackhawks right now. So it's exciting things that I would say it's exciting and it's refreshing because we have the first round draft pick, right?
We have Connor Bedard's coming in.
Right. But the Blackhawks made some big moves for Connor Bedard era by acquiring Tyler Hall from the Boston Bruins, while the Blackhawks haven't drafted haven't officially drafted Bedard yet. So in addition to the Hall is a sign of the team. Interesting. Blah, 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 blah. You're rubbing off on me right now.
No, blame me.
They're interested in adding to the roster with talent on the way. Boston projected to have just $4.938 million in cap space, so acquiring the
restricted free agent
rights for two defensive men in this deal, Ian Mitchell and Alec Rugula.
Come on, he was on the Blackhawks.
I know their first names. I don't go by last name basis. Besides,
what are you talking about? They have the name back of the jersey has the last name.
The only good one I could say is Chelios.
Oh my!
And it took me a while to say it when I was 8 years old. But didn't add a single dollar to their cap sheet, which is great. The Bruins could choose to let the Blue Liners walk and take $6 million in pure savings if they choose so.
So essentially, the Blackhawks picked up a pretty good player. He had a down season last season. I think he had like 61 points the year before. So, and he's a Stanley Cup winner, if I remember correctly.
Right. He is.
So you're adding a veteran to go along with Connor Bedard, and while you did trade Ian Mitchell and Alec Regula, they are restricted free agents, which is weird because you can't do that in other sports where you can trade somebody who's not really on your books. So they're going to be restricted free agents. Now, if they don't sign them, they're regular free agents, and the Blackhawks can pick them right back up for cheap.
That's very true. And if that happens, that'd be great.
That'd be great because the Blackhawks need a lot of depth. I think the Blackhawks do have a direction.
Right.
I think, like if you had to rank the teams with direction, I think the Bears have the number one spot with direction.
I mean, I would hope so.
I know you've seen what they've done.
Right.
With the draft and
now it's put up or shut up right now.
Not yet. I think in
so.
2 years. I think 2 years. It's put up or shut up. But then you have, I think the Blackhawks with the whole turnaround of the organization and getting the number one pick, and they do very well with drafting and developing. So I would put them at number 2 as far as moving forward in a positive direction.
Right.
I think the Cubs will be 3. The White Sox will be 4.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Because right now I don't have any faith in Rick Hahn or Kenny Williams at the point. They both need to go. I think the Blackhawks are doing great what they're doing. I think tickets should be cheap. I don't know how cheap they're going to be because ticket sales went up like 500%.
They did. No, they did.
When they got the number one pick.
Season ticket holders and other people were trying to be season ticket holders the next day.
Well, maybe we should get on that. We'll look at that.
I don't mind.
All right.
I'll blend right in. You might stick out like a sore thumb.
Why?
Because there's this rhythm. Well, you're the minority. Little backstory. I remember I went to a Blackhawks game, and my friends I was with were like hardcore Latinos. So they're like looking around, like, man, there's little whites out here. I'm like, yeah, what expect?
It's an expensive sport, just like golf.
That's expensive?
Golf is very expensive between the equipment and playing to rent the golf course. And all
I
that.
don't know. I don't play. I don't golf.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I go to the cages and I shoot guns afterwards.
Also expensive sports. Also very expensive sports.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm really excited to watch more hockey. And also for us gambling fiends, it's been really brutal to gamble.
Oh, God.
I haven't because the fact
July
that
1st, I'm back on the horse.
What's July 1st? Oh,
I
right,
took the
gambling.
month off.
Right,
I took the month
you
off.
take it once you spend your $20.
The $25 a month, and if I don't hit, then I gotta wait a whole month.
I gotta wait for
Direct deposit.
No, yeah, I gotta wait for football to come in because I can't bet baseball.
No, baseball's
I really
hard.
can't.
Baseball's hard.
I never win in baseball. So that once it gets fall, which it'll be in a couple of weeks. I'm just kidding.
It was, a couple months.
Yeah, a couple of months, not weeks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with Stirring the Pot after a word from our sponsors.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Hey, true Chicago sports fans, show off your Chicago pride with some fresh clothes from Grit Clothing Company. At Grit Clothing, they create that simple yet classic style that represents that Chicago Southside lifestyle. From t-shirts to hoodies, hats to glassware, they've got you covered. Grit has everything you need to represent your Chicago pride, so do it right now. Check out gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15.
TrueFan15.
For 15% off your entire order. Let me say it again. That's gritclothingco.com and use the promo code TrueFan15 for 15% off of your entire order.
What up? It's Martin Moreno, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans Podcast.
Welcome back to the True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast, Big Z.
And Stevie B.
Yeah, and Stevie B's in here. Hey, brother, it's that time again.
Oh, I know, stirring the pot.
Yeah, it's time for Stirring the Pot.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
I'm glad you remembered because last week you forgot.
Last week I forgot, and this week I've been waiting to open these bad boys. They are Cheetos, Mexican street corn flavored Cheetos. So, nice little bag. It's got the street corn on there. It's got the lime on there with tahini. So we're gonna do a taste test and
now,
see
where'd
how
you find them?
At Jewel.
Okay, at Jewel.
So I bought my groceries and I ordered my stuff and picked it up, and so they've been at my house for 2 weeks. And you know how hard it is not to open chips for 2 weeks.
Not that hard, no.
Yeah, it is very hard, very hard. All right, so we're gonna open these bad boys up.
Are we getting a handful or just one at a time?
Let's start with one at a time. So go ahead and grab them. All right, we got two.
All right.
That's fine.
Got two little ones.
It's fine. Fine. Put two in your mouth. It's fine. That's how you like to say it. Two in your mouth. All right, let's go ahead and do this.
Taste it. They're not that hot.
I don't think they would be hot.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
I mean, street corn is not supposed to be super hot either.
I think so. That red chili pepper is hot.
Actually, pretty good.
Yeah, you're gonna leave those here. Or take them with you.
No, they're coming home. They're coming home.
Oh, they're good. I mean, the what is it? The Frito? No, Hot Cheetos, Flamin' Hots or whatever. That document on
I still haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either, but you know,
that's something I do want to see. But this is something you would buy again?
Yeah, I would buy it. I keep it at my desk. When I get sleepy at work.
Does it taste like street corn?
No.
No?
I think it tastes like corn chip flavor, but I don't think it doesn't have a really kick to it, which I guess Hot Cheetos,
It does have a very corn nuts taste to
Yes, corn nuts.
it. Yeah.
I like those.
So do I. So,
I have them on my desk.
so this is a win.
I would say so. I would buy them again.
As he puts more in his mouth.
No. Oh, good.
This is definitely a win. If you don't know, they're tangy, spicy, and cheesy. A Cheetos Mexican street corn.
If you want Cheetos, get these ones,
Hey.
brother.
Hey, fuck it, man. We need sponsors.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd buy them again. So
Yeah, definitely a win.
So go get them today. But yeah, are you leaving them here or are you taking them with you again?
I haven't ate anything today. I mean, no.
What do you mean you haven't ate anything today?
I had cereal in the morning, Lucky Charms, and that was it.
You're going the Steven diet.
Yeah, being poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're there.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Welcome
unemployed.
to the club.
I'm unemployed.
Or fun employed, because we've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah, we are fun employed.
Well, I'm employed, but you're fun employed.
All right, man. Before we go, what are you watching that isn't sports?
So I saw The Flash, and I'm not going to give any spoilers because you haven't seen it yet.
No, but can you give us a review on your thoughts on it? Give me your thoughts.
You
As I'm
know,
eating my Cheetos.
I'm very crucial with DC.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to Ezra Miller, I have an issue with.
Right, we
Because
mentioned it.
he's done a lot of bad things, and he's a bad guy that needs
Right.
help.
Mm-hmm.
And if he needs help, he could get help. He could afford it.
100%.
I would think so.
Yeah.
But the CGI
Yeah.
was terrible.
Was it? What part of the CGI? Like the Flash running?
No,
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
It's Humble Park.
No, someone dropped something.
Yeah. It's fine.
Oh, that's fireworks.
It's just fireworks in Humble Park.
So with the Flash, so the CGI was bad. So like when they have to do the Flash Force,
Yeah.
and that was bad, CGI wise. And I don't know if you know this or your listeners know this, but the way CGI works with Marvel as well, when you've seen these actual shows, TV shows, and CGI is bad,
Yeah.
is because Marvel, the shows, send out.
They outsource.
They outsource it, and they give a really tight deadline.
Yep.
So I feel like they did this with the Flash too, and then also it was probably in my head they hesitated because they didn't know if they were going to have to cancel the $500 million movie.
And I can agree on some of those points, and I do know for a fact that there's like 4 other alternative versions of this
Right.
with different actors.
Right. Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill shot actual
some
cameos.
scenes, right?
And Michael Keaton stuff. It's awesome. I wish there was more.
Yeah, I also heard that they approached Christian Bale.
Yes.
And it said, hey, man, we're making this fucking movie. It's Flashpoint, pretty much, where, all these universes collide and we have different people and we want different Batmans. And he's like, no.
Yeah, he said no for about 8 months. They asked him for 8 months.
And the thing
He
is that
said no.
he's already said, he's been on, he's on camera in interviews saying he would not mind reprising the role of Batman in the right situation with one caveat. It has to be Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't disagree with him. And I really think that James Gunn needs to be like, hey, Christopher Nolan and Zack Snyder, you guys need to be in charge of the Batman and Superman.
Well, James Gunn wants to write his own Superman.
He's writing his own Superman.
So
and we'll see who the actor is going to be, and where that direction goes, because he's working on Swamp Man. He's working on 8 different things all at once.
By the time DC becomes good, I'll be dead.
You'll be a grandfather.
Yeah, I'll be old.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be old as shit, and I can't walk.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to push me around.
That sounds about right, because that's how Marvel started with bad movies too. And just
What was one bad one? And you can't say The Incredible Hulk because that wasn't Marvel.
it's still Marvel.
Marvel, but not Marvel Studios.
Oh,
So
that's different. That's different. There's your caveat. Yeah, now Marvel Studios, bad movie.
I mean, there's a couple.
The Internals.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about this last week.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that all of them are like home run hitters, not
No.
grand slams, but
No.
they're not as bad as mostly DC's record. But anyway, so I saw The Flash. I just, I wouldn't see it again. And I did see
I
it.
wouldn't see it again.
I wouldn't see it again. CGI is bad. I just
Was the story good though?
I was confused, and there was a lot of open-end things to it. And there's only one post-credit scene, and it's not at the end, so you don't have to stick around at the end to watch it.
But why is there a post-credit scene when this was filmed before James Gunn?
Mm-hmm.
James Gunn is going to take the DC, break it down, strip it down, and put his own stamp and his own flavor on it. He's rebooting the entire series. That was the point of this Flashpoint movie.
Right.
Is to reset the entire universe.
Well, then you might be disappointed at the end.
Oh, I'm going to be disappointed with the movie. I'm still going to watch it because it's Michael Keaton. Because the idea was if this movie does well, there'll be a Batman Beyond.
Right, and it didn't do that.
No, I think
because it only got 80 million box office weekend, and it needed at least 200.
Yeah,
for it to be considered to do Batman Beyond, and Michael Keaton was supposed to be the retired Batman,
right,
to train someone to be
Batman Beyond. That's how you can reboot the whole series.
Well, well, and we'll wait till you go see The Flash and tell me your disappointment, and we'll talk about it next week. So go see it this week. Jose, anyone else, save your money. Just save it to go see the Marvels.
The Marvels, yeah.
Save your money for that. Or Oppenheimer. That's in July.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that.
Cillian Murphy, I can't say his name, but he's in Peaky Blinders. I get my haircut cut like him. He's I would say he's one of my favorite actors.
Okay.
And
wait, is that the guy that plays Scarecrow?
Yes.
Yeah. He tried out to be Batman?
Yeah, he did. It didn't look that good.
No, it didn't look that good.
But he looked good as Scarecrow.
Yes.
And if he was Batman, he would have had to bulk up for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's a thin guy, but when you see him in the trailers for Oppenheimer, this guy, like, the way he holds a cigarette. I mean, I never had the entice of smoking ever in my life, but he makes smoking look cool.
There you go.
And the way he wears a suit, and he has that Peaky Blinder aspect, and it's just, man, you're so cool, man. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Yeah, people are gonna go into watching this movie thinking it's gonna be like a great action movie. I think Christopher Nolan said it's a horror movie.
Yeah, it's one bomb that could destroy a world.
Right.
If any of them launch at the same time.
Right. Anything else you watch?
Hug your loved ones.
Yeah, I know.
What else have I been watching? What is it? On Peacock, I've been actually rewatching old shows. So nothing really special about that, but mostly, just talking about The Flash, the last podcast on No One on the Weekend on Friday, and talking about it here. What about you, man?
Nothing. I've been busy with everything I've been doing that I talked about at the beginning of the show. But I did watching old shows just because I have to put something on while I'm cleaning or doing something.
You say cleaning?
Yeah, I'm cleaning. Finally.
Nice.
Finally. Married with Children on Peacock.
Oh, I love that show.
I've been watching it and I cannot stop laughing. Every single episode is a hit. The amount of zingers that are there by Al Bundy are amazing.
Yeah, you can't say that shit today, which is why it's funny.
No, some of them you could. I mean, some of them were just like observational comedy and it's great.
I mean, some of them were like fat jokes.
Yeah.
Fat women jokes.
Yeah.
Like when they go to the shoe store.
That's more later on, but the first 2 seasons, holy shit, it is so good about just observational comedy. It's just great. And then Sopranos is on. I think I'm on season 3, halfway through it, or almost season 4.
Yeah.
And I literally put that on to sleep. I know exactly what's going to happen. I know the dialogue.
Can I tell you something?
Sure, why not? You've never seen it.
No, I've seen it.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, if you fall asleep with the TV on and you're running like apps, that cuts into your data for your internet, right?
Yes, I do.
So you should just turn it off and listen to the podcast. Maybe No One on the Weekend while you're trying to go to sleep.
I don't think I can sleep listening to YouTube.
No, you'll have dreams about us.
No, I'm good.
That's a sexual dream right there.
Not the sexual dream I want to have. I will be watching Flash sometime this week.
Now you have the time to watch it.
And I still have to watch Guardians of the Galaxy, which is something I really want to watch.
Oh, actually, yeah, we talked about. I saw that with my father last week.
Yeah, so I might do a duel, the 2 movies in one day, maybe.
There you go. Yeah, go for matinee.
Yeah,
30% off. Go to Regal or go to AMC.
Yeah, the thing is, I bowl on Tuesdays.
Okay, go Monday. Oh, today's Monday. Go Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll go Wednesday. All right, y'all. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. If you haven't already, be sure to go back and listen to Nowhere on the Weekend with me and Sean. This past episode that came out today is with my buddy Ivan by Mr. Martinez and his lovely suits.
Oh, is he coming, right?
Yeah, he's coming in August. I actually shared a post. He's actually going to do fittings, and if you need a suit, get measured here in the city of Chicago. So he'll be here in August. I'll get the details probably for next week, but if you need a suit for an interview, looking sharp for a wedding, or it's your special day, just be sure to go and contact by Mr. Martinez.
There you go. All right, y'all, that is it for today. Thank you for listening. A big thank you to our sponsors, 606 Media, True Chicago Sports Fans, and Great Clothing Company. Don't forget to go to greatclothingco.com and get your official TCSF podcast t-shirt. Search for keyword True Chicago. Use our promo code TrueFan15 at the checkout for 15% off your entire order. That is TrueFan15. Go and get your shirts now. Check out the rest of the 606 Media lineup. Like Steven just said, the No Water on the Weekend podcast with Steven and Sean.
Smash to subscribe.
A pop culture forward podcast that dabbles in funny trivia, film, television, music, and Chicago-centric news and happenings. New episodes every single Monday. Don't forget to... holy shit.
Those Cheetos.
That went down the wrong pipe, yeah. Don't forget to check out the new EP from Mike Logic and Joey Childs, Too Much to Text Volume 1, available on all streaming platforms. Shout out to Ronesh, Panic, Serious Beats, and custom made for the beats we played on today's show. Check out paniconthebeat.com for your moment merch and gear. Check us out on social media. You can find us on True Shy Fans on Twitter and on TikTok, Facebook. Find us on Facebook, IG, and Spotify. Reach out to us on email. Want to hear from you. True Chicago Sports Fans at gmail.com. All right, y'all. For Stevie B and I'm
Big Z.
Yeah, for Stevie B, I am Big Z. And we'll see you next time for episode 150. Wow.
I've been on here a lot.
Yeah, you have been. Until then, be good to each other for the love of sports.
A few moments later.
You have a lot of incest.
That's real.
Shut your mouth. Lover boy.
Nature versus nurture, Lodge. Nature always wins.
I think he's on steroids.
Hasta luego, amigos.
Show's over, show's over, show's over.